Alright, in this video we are going to clean an outdoor stainless steel barbecue grill. This has not been cleaned in, I'd like to say, 18 years. It's a DCS for dynamic cooking systems. There's my bag to collect the gunk, but let's take a look inside. I will be ordering some new parts. Now that's because I just barbecued last night, and last night I decided it is time to clean this thing out. So we will take these grates out of here. Then we will, underneath, oh yeah, you'll see. Some people would throw this thing away. I think it's salvageable. The trays that hold all the ceramic, they're toast. I have some on this side. These will have to be cleaned. Wow. I mean, you could see this. If someone moved into this house, they'd say, throw this away and buy a new $6,000 grill. For probably about $200-300, I will get this cleaned. So stay tuned. Let's check it out. I think the only thing I'll have to buy is my ceramic. So there's some ceramic rods. And believe it or not, this still cooks great. I put steaks, chicken, you name it, no matter, hamburgers, hot dogs. But it's time this thing got a major barbecue renovation. All right. So piece of business number one, I'm going to measure these and get 3 trays. I think I saw them on Amazon for about $130, $150. But everything else, I'll wire brush this. I'll wash these out. I'll put oven cleaner. So oven cleaner, Scrub Daddy, or there's a special thing I got to not scratch, but wash your stainless steel. So that's the easy part. That'll come back like new. And then we'll have this thing looking brand spanking new. All right, stay tuned. Let's get started. Well, as I'm emptying it out, these pull out pretty easy. Just pull it away and up. But look at these. Just over years, that stainless steel grate is toast. And we barbecue a lot with sauces, like balsamic marinade. So whenever you do that, some stuff never even makes it down to the bottom drip tray. It just gets all stuck in here. So probably a spring cleaning would help yearly. But at least these, if you put them on the upper, they'll drip down and reach this front. As you see, that's going to have a lot of crap in it. So I'm just going to keep pulling out this stuff, and then we'll get to the fun power washing. I'm going to use a wire brush to restore these. These are like some of the most heavy-duty grills ever made. It was by DCS. Back in the day when DCS started, some 20-odd years ago, 25 years ago, there was really no heavy-duty barbecue systems. That's why these guys did it, setting the new standard. But I think to this day, nobody makes these as robust. So you can see a little bit of the shine there. So when I wire brush, get all the rust off, we'll be right back down to the original heavy-duty grills. All right, let's keep at it. All right, I've gutted it. That's still the tray, but you can see there's still a metal base to that. But I'm going to hose it down because I have the advantage of there's a drainage bat down here. So I'm going to power wash that. Try some oven cleaner there in just a bit. But just to point out, every guy knows his barbecue, where's the hot spots, where to put the chicken that needs to be cooked more, and you just keep swapping them and moving them around. But you see, this didn't happen overnight. This has been like this for a while. Those trays, and they're supposed to be stainless steel, and those were originals from DCS. And I see like you can buy one tray for like $110, or you can get 3 trays. I got 3 sections because this is a 36-inch, and it's like $140. So I'm wondering, is the quality different? But I'm thinking, wait a minute, if this was the original, and it's probably been 5-6 years that they were already kind of toast. Again, that just didn't happen in the last 12 months. This has been here, I think, 18 years. So I'm just going to go for the one on Amazon. I think it's $119 for 3. And, maybe every 5 years I have to get new ones. All right, so she's gutted. I'm going to bring all this stuff up front where I have a power washer, let it go into the street. And I got a soaker, like just a big bin. I'm going to soak some of the stuff just like you do a greasy pan in some, Dawn soapy water as well. All right, so let's get to that now. Part of this restoration, obviously, the main grills, those cast iron, the burners, the trays, like meaning these little these metal trays, all salvageable, all just need to be cleaned. So I'm just going to get the 1, 2, 3 ceramic rod trays. And as far as the electric starter, this and this, I'm not going to get that. I've been using, one of these quite easily, which this one has no more juice left in it. It's about to go in the garbage. So I've been using that to clean out this. And again, if you're just barbecuing hamburgers, hot dogs, your grill's not going to get nearly as greasy and junked up as mine. Mine's because salmon steaks, balsamic, marinade, and mustard and brown sugar and you name it, all goes on this grill. So if you're just a basic barbecuer, you're not going to have this major of a cleanup, but you'll still have a cleanup. But it's coming along, and time for just cleaning up this tray and getting the power washer to work. Okay, I brought the parts that I'm going to power wash to my front yard. I just didn't feel like having grease go through my drainage system, which comes to the front anyways. My drain is right there where that Land Cruiser truck is, which I'll move and hit it with the power washer. Once I've done that, some of the pieces, not the burners, I don't want to get water inside the burner, soaking it, that so to speak. Power washer's fine. I'm going to soak it in this tub with some good old palm olive, just soap, right, to break up the grease, and then power wash it again. Let's get started. You can see how much the power washer's getting off. Not everything. But enough for me to get enough debris off before I soak it in some soapy water for a few hours. So I'll do stage 1, soak them, and spray them again. Okay, so I decided to soak them in a tub of soapy water. There's a lot of soap in there. And I did put my burners in there. I'll just make sure I dry them out well. Maybe get a blower in the where the gas goes in, and then let them sit out for a few hours in the baking sun so everything evaporates. I don't want any condensation or water left in them. But you can see that little bit of yellow. That's the grease. And grease does not like soap. That's why I'm soaking them. Okay, I soaked everything. I hit it with the power washer. It's about 2100 psi on a Stanley power washer. And there's still a lot of stuff like cooked on, 15 years worth. Now on here, I just wanted to make sure I cleared all the holes. I wasn't ambitious to get this back to stainless steel here. I don't think I would be able to do that. But, the goal, this is underneath everything anyways. I'm going to have brand new ceramic rods because those were all broken. So my goal here is to get this nice and clean, all these holes open. So I took the wire wheel, and I happen to have this tool here. You could use a toothpick and basically just made sure every single hole here is clear. And when you do that, you're going to get some debris inside. Can you hear that? So you shake it down to the bottom so it collects there, and then flip it upside down. All that just fell out. You're gonna have to do that a few times. Loosen it up, bang it against a tree. Okay, so that'll all come out. So I'll put those back in, and for fun on those grates over here, I put some CLR. So I'm just soaking it in some CLR right now just to see if that's gonna help. And then I'll scrub that and I'll hit that with the wire brush one more time. So CLR. I think that's mostly for stains. I'm not expecting it to do huge things, but I'll get the grill grates as clean as possible. All right, that's the stage I'm at right now, but simple wire wheel. I think I got these at Harbor Freights. And then I'm going to try some Barkeeper's Friend just with like a Brillo pad. Once I've done everything, just do that as a final touch, see if that helps. Maybe let it soak a bit. All right, we continue. So I'm going to hit these all with the wire wheel, let them soak in CLR, then power wash them one last time, and then Barkeeper's Friend, and let's see what that does. All right, well, today I got my package. That's the 3 trays and the ceramics, so we'll pull that out in a second, but just to show you where we're at. So these are just some metal plates that go down below the burner for the drips. That's about as clean as I'm going to get those. The grate, you know, I've seen video where they get these back to silver, but I took a wire brush to it, and you know, remember, these are 18 years old, so I got them as good as I can. You know, they're smooth, totally smooth in there. They're just not silver. They're black. They've been cooked on for many, many years. I'm in California. I barbecue 12 months out of the year. So that's how much use this has gotten. And then these, like, yeah, it would be really cool if I could get it up to that, but same thing. As long as all my holes are good. And remember, this is the outside. The inside's the important part. So I just make sure all my burner holes, so this will light up nice. Now it's time to do some polishing. So we'll polish the doors. We'll get the doors there too and get this thing looking good. There's the inside, the rotisserie. So we're gonna clean all this out, and I'll get started with some simple Zep stainless steel cleaner, and then I want to try this product. I think it'll do well. So it's never dull, has a pungent smell, like a gasoline type smell to it. So I will put this on and see how this does as well. All right, let's get started. Okay, full disclosure, when I opened that up, I guess years ago I stored these cans. That's a stainless steel cleaner and polish, and then this is a Zep stainless steel cleaner. Zero pressurized left. So what I did is I took a good old pointy barbecue cleaner, and I took that pointy end and I just put that around the corner of my brick wall, and I smacked a hole so I can actually get the product on there like so, and take my wife's dollar store stainless steel cleaner, this is for fridges and stuff, and start to clean it. So even though that can's not pressurized, a chemical's a chemical, that's still Zep product in there. So we're gonna go through this, we're gonna soak it and get that stainless steel looking brand spanking new again. All right, but yeah, get yourself some stainless steel cleaner, a good little scrubber. It's almost like an SOS pad, but it's made for stainless steel. That's from the dollar store. And for the tougher spots, I have some 00 steel wool, maybe quadruple zero would be better to not have any scratches, but it's not going to be in the main areas. It's going to be where all the grease and crap is. And then some microfibers, already dirty, mid dirty, and then a nice clean one for the end. So I will apply those products and not bore you right now with that. I will do that, and let's come back with the magic of video. Be right back. So far that's looking good. That's just the cleaner so far. And then I just started doing it here. This is where I'd use the steel wool. It's just where this stuff is bad. I'm gonna soak it up with that cleaner, and you can see how it can take me a bit of time, but look, it's coming off. It's making it look great. I think the key is to soak it with the cleaner. Like that section, look at that. I just might need a couple bits of steel wool. It's coming off. Let's go right to the edge. And always go in the same direction, you know, as the grain, of course. But coming along. We'll do all those doors now. Well, as you can see, it's coming along. It's actually looking amazing. The doors are done inside and out. And what I found is, do not bother with that. I didn't even like that on my wheels. Yes, I know, rusted can, but the product's still fine. This stainless steel cleaner polish, I don't know what brand that is, 3M actually, I could barely see the 3M. Not as good as this good old Zep. I know it's a rusted can, but this stainless steel cleaner is amazing with steel wool. Now that's what I started with. That's how big it is. That's how much work it's done. So on the outside, no problem. That's the easy part. What I found is this here is hard. I've been scrubbing away, like I swear to God, 20 passes. I let it soak and I take the steel wool. Then I started doing this and remembered, you know, when this delivered, the entire thing is stainless steel. I don't know if I'm going to go through the pains of doing all this, because it won't be long before that gets black again, because you're barbecuing all the time. But maybe some of the things I see, I'll hit it with the 00 with a glove. It's very oily. And look, just from dripping in here, I just wiped that down. It used to look like that. That's just wiping it down. And then this is my drip tray, so I'll clean that out, but I don't think I'll try to get that down to stainless steel. It's always dripping and getting, you know, all the cooked stuff that goes on the grill, I brush into there. But I do want to get this clean. And up top, you know, it's like you keep going into this, keep going into this bit by bit. It takes a long time and it just destroys the steel wool because it's doing its work. So I'll keep doing that, and then we'll put in all the components. They pretty much plug and play, and then we'll open that box up and see how good the Amazon 120 buck 3 trays is. That's how much it is for one tray if you go to a barbecue galore type place, or even some eBay listings that are pricey. So we'll see how that is, the quality. All right, we'll finish this up and then we'll put the parts in. Well, from a distance, this is looking brand new. So it's pretty darn good. Time to fill it up. So I polished kind of, you know, I got tired of polishing. It's a lot of elbow grease, but I finally got this off. That's kind of like a, you know, cover to the book. That's what you're going to look at. So I wanted to get that clean. This is a little bit more difficult. Maybe what I'll do is I'll keep, you know, a glove, the cleaner, and some steel wool handy, and maybe when I'm letting the barbecue heat up, I'll just keep cranking away 5 minutes at a time at that. Okay, so now for this. I can't really compare to the quality of what was in there because they disintegrated. So even if the DCS originals were heavy duty, they were done, and they were done 5 years ago, and all the ceramic was broken. One bummer here is they give you 3 bags of 18 because this will fit 18. Actually, they give you 1 extra. I counted 19 per bag. So they give you a buffer of an extra one because they know they crack. So look, I counted 15 of the rods out of the, 57? Because I had 3 bags of 19. 15 are toast. So darn near, 15%, 18% are toast. So I might contact them because 15 is pretty much another bag, and you know, I'm redoing my barbecue. I want to have solid ceramics. I kept some of my old ones in here that were not broken, you know, in case they refuse to send me some. I'll try to wash those up, but I will contact them on Amazon, say, hey, quick delivery, took 2 days. It was said it was gonna be 7. I got it in 2. That's awesome, but they're busted. So I'll take pictures of those. But I'll load these up. So it looks like they got some screws here, so you can undo this and then put it on top. And then I'll pop them in there. And next shot you're gonna get is this thing all loaded up. All right. Here's Jasper and Ollie, my 2 barbecuing assistants. They always just loyally come out when I'm barbecuing. I don't know what it is, and they sit there by my side, waiting for any scraps. But the barbecue's done, apart from just cleaning up my area. So these side doors, super clean. Barbecue looking phenomenal. I left 1 grate off just to show you the ceramic. Ceramic's brittle, I get it. and they give you one extra, but I had literally about 4 or 5 broken per tray. So I will reach out to the company on Amazon that I bought it from, and since I'm going to post this video and it might take them 24 to 48 hours to get back, I will put in the comments, I will stick at the top of the comments my comment letting you know how they handled that, because they definitely have a great deal. And I think those things will, you can see, you know, the stainless steel changing color there because of the flames. I got it on high. So I'm going to basically cook this thing out of any chemicals left in here from my cleaning and see how this does. But I will put in the comments at the very top how they handle this. But there it is, barbecue fired right up. I think the burners are perfect now before this gets too hot. No, it's getting too hot. There we go. No, I'm gonna have to fix that later. It's too hot. So I will put in that comment how they handle it. I'm gonna ask them for 18 because I think I have at least 4 or 5, maybe 6 in each tray. So another bag of 18. And then this barbecue is back, restored, looking amazing. Why go spend another 5-6 grand on a 36-inch DCS when they're so well built? You just got to replace maybe your ceramic tray, clean everything up with a wire brush, and just polish it up, and she's looking like new. And my barbecuing, you know, before I had a hot spot here in the back because my burners were all gunked up, but now this thing will have even heat everywhere with those brand new ceramics. In fact, the ceramics, like everything rusted out, the ceramic, you know, rods, they all dropped to the bottom. So when I was loading this thing back up, I'm like, wait a minute, are these supposed to go on the bottom? And I realized, you know, it's kind of plug and play. There's only one way to do it. I'm like, oh no, these go up top. It's just that they were so rotten, my old ones, that it had fallen all to the bottom below the burners. All right, so if you like this video, if it helped you, subscribe. I've got, you know, wheel polishing videos where I compare a bunch of products. But just to recap on the barbecue, you know, dismantle, you can use the wire brush. I would go get this Zep, excuse the old rusted can, but that Zep was phenomenal, even though that's probably 10 years old. And just keep your spray cans inside the house, not outside to the elements, you know, even though I had it packed down in here. But that worked the best out of everything. And steel wool 00, maybe just a 0. You know, 0 might have done this quicker because I had to go back and forth and back and forth. But finally, like, this is just smooth. But by using the 00, I didn't scratch anything, right? Because it's a little bit more of a fine steel wool. But there it is. We'll let her run and get some good porterhouse steaks on there this weekend. That should be good. So, and as you can see, since there's no food, my 2 assistants left. So, all right, no backyard's complete without a nice, clean looking barbecue. And put in your comments if you happen to find a great product that, you know, cleans up your stainless steel. If you use the 0 steel wool, if that does it quicker for you. And any comments you want to add, throw them down there, and let's see what the Amazon seller for those ceramic rods will do. All right, thanks for tuning in, and happy barbecuing. Later.